name is the Demonic Tutor. Happy to be here to talk a little Tark here while we do some arena and work on these challenges in the meantime. See how far I can get towards finishing off the track here right before it changes into the newest track. Look forward to Tark here officially coming out, to being able to do a draft for you all in front of Tark here. I got to participate in the pre-release last night. Not I've not done very many pre-releases, but this was definitely the most fun one for me, of course, but that has more to do with the fact that, well, I won. I came in second place, so that helps things out a lot. That certainly makes me like this pre-release better than maybe some other ones. Alright, so we've got white and red spells, we've got green and white spells, and we've got green and red spells. This is one that was left over, that's why you see I played one match, so I got 6 out of the 20 finished. So let's see, since this one is the only one that is 30, whereas these two are both 20s, we're going to try to go for this one first, which is going to be red, because that'll work on both of these at the same time. Probably played goblins last time I played. Yep, that is correct. And that is a red deck. So away we go. And we have our first match. Ooh, I believe that's one of the arena only cards. We'll see here in a minute. Okay. I want to keep this because I've got a cost reduction right here. But my issue is that he costs 3, and if I don't draw that third mana or a way to, or like the medallion to reduce him to 2, I'm not going to be able to cast him, and then I'm going to struggle to do anything. We're going to take the freebie, and there is the aforementioned medallion. So this one's a little bit different than the last one. It's very similar to the last one, but I did get the aforementioned medallion. Actually, I even have a 1-drop. So I have multiple spells to cast to ensure that I don't have to discard down to hand size in case I don't draw that third land. This one even came with a mana rock. The last one had a cost reducer as a creature, but it wasn't a mana rock. Ooh, that's annoying. No other way to phrase that. That's annoying. Effective, but annoying. They're probably going to pick my commander. That is who I would pick, unless you think you know something by name off the top of your head. But that's also a shot in the dark. That's why I say it's probably going to be the commander. Yep, this is the one I thought it was. It's an arena only card. Look at that. There's the third land I asked for. Not one of the better lands, of course, but it'll do. Let's get this and this going. Get my cost reducer out. Because I had a 2-drop, I went ahead and played that land on turn 2, even though now I won't be able to play the mana rock on turn 3. But I'm okay with that. Alright, got my mountain. Next turn I can cast the 3 mana rock. And then if I will either draw a land or I will draw something that I will be happy to discard to answers to hopefully draw into another land. Anthem effect? Gross. Only for soldiers. Okay. Excuse me. I really like this effect because it's any card, but it's a 1/1 counter on everything. That is very, very nice. So now I actually drew neither. I did not draw a card that that I want to discard to this, but I did draw something that I can cast for only 1 mana thanks to the medallion. And I will ping them for 1, that way I can gain a speed. That also puts me up to 4 mana, which is 1 mana away from casting the commander. This is just 2 more. Okay. Then they check it for value. Oh, first strike. Nope. First strike means my creature goes poof. There's lives, so that's not good for me. Ooh. Now I have some options. This is a way to give Krenko haste when he comes down, but this is also a way to give him haste when he hits the board. I think now is the time to demand answers. Actually, no. Sacrifice an artifact. Because I haven't even drawn 1 card off this, and it's been on the board how long? Man, I was really hoping I'd draw a land. Oh, wait, no, I still have 3. Okay, we're not entirely out of business here. Cool. Let's cast the banner then. Red. And yeah, let's just ping for 1 and get my speed and say ship the turn. Woof. That's 6. And that's another 4. Taking 10? Ouch. No. Let's make it 6 instead. Blunt some of that damage off. Of course, now I draw into another land. Sounds about right. 4, 5, 6 mana? This is a 1/1 at base, right? Yep. Oh, I do have enough for both. Okay. Yeah. Now I gotta think about how I play this. I think I'm gonna try to let them, yeah. I'm gonna try to utilize a block and a sacrifice type of a deal here. Or excuse me, block and then sacrifice is what I'm gonna go for here. Oh, that's not happening. Distribute damage here and here. Yeah, in response to cast, buddy. Oh wow, they've been doing this entire game off of 1 fucking red, and it's a command tower. Okay. Don't care. That's not who I'm trying to kill. Cool. Took out 2 creatures with that. Problem is he still gets a 1/1 counter on everything. So I might still be dead here. Oh, you can hit that? Oh, for crying out loud. Hey, vey. Just gonna GG's. hang you for one. Did what it could, which was not a lot. I'm actually going to simply skip. That was not a fun nor unfun game to me. I feel indifferent about that one. 5 spells though. Not a lot, not too few, not too many. Which makes sense. The game did not go on for too long. So naturally, now into the next one. We found our next opponent. Olive. Very funny, very cheeky. Oh wow, this is, yeah. They gave me a considerably better hand versus what I had the first time. This is a snap heap. 3 lands. I got this to impulse draw 2 cards to hopefully draw into a 4th land. Yeah, this is nice. Let's get that. Let's get the first goblin on the board. And one of many haste enablers in this deck because he counts. The Goblin Samurai. How fun. It's poop knife Lenny. Very effective and very much problematic. There's the 4th land anyway. Top decked into it. Let's go. Yeah, you know what? Speed land and haste enchantment. Immediately gain a speed. Say, turn. Oh, this is funny. So they did not hit their land drop. They kept their hand because they had 2 lands and a what's it called? 2 lands and a search spell. Or I should say 2 search spells. Effectively, is what they had. Looks like. Actually, yeah. All right. I don't know why I'm thinking about what I'm going to cast here. I have a land. I have a commander that has haste. Swing. Turn sideways. Doing what red loves to do best. They have ramped pretty hard. The problem for them is I'm already beginning to go wide. They may not be able to do much about that. Whenever the creature enters, scry 1. Whenever you cast something that targets something you control, draw 1 card. I like this a lot. This does not suck. This is very effective. Yep, you can sequence in that order. Yep. Nice little sequencing there on their part to get the commander out after the mana rock. Ah, I draw an Evolving Wilds. Let's see. You know what? Let's now finally do an impulse draw here. Ooh, we got a land and a 4-drop. The 4-drop is gonna wait. Ooh, I have some choices here. If I play the land from exile this turn, I can cast You See a Pair of Goblins this turn. No. Let's do the tap land, get that out of the way, and let's just boop, kill your commander. You can go away. Tap land, out of the way, turn everything sideways again. Officially hit max speed. Now if I draw 1 specific creature, I will really be in business. That is the new card from Aether Drift that has a max speed on it. What is it? I can't think of the name of the card, but the max speed ability is tap, add 1 red per goblin you control, which is absolutely bonkers. It is a nutty card that simply does very nutty things. Okay. So that was another 5 spells from that game. That's now up to 16. Yeah, let's
do one more. Actually, no. Because I like to get a win with a deck and then change. That was a win. So, let's do a combo here. Ooh, I thought it froze. Because we have green, red, and white. I don't have a Naya deck yet on here, but I do have a Gruul deck. I actually have a Gruul deck and a Boros deck. Both of these would kind of qualify for what we're doing. Let's go with the Gruul one first. This one is more of a Voltron deck. The Boros deck is just built around Aurelia, which says, hi, I get an extra combat, and you take advantage of that to the fullest. This is a very problematic hand. I only have 2 mana, and I'm missing a color. This is going to be an immediate mulligan as soon as I get the chance. Oh, much better. Much better. Wow. They have to play 2 spells, one of which was their commander. 3 mana on turn 2 for a sword. Very nicely done. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Pro red and pro green? That's what I'm playing here. Is red and green. Yeah, land and Lamball Terrier. As this deck is a mana, as this deck is a form of a Voltron deck, biggest and simplest thing I'm doing, I need a mana sink. This was one of the first mana sinks I found when I was building. It's perfect. Wow. Persistent Specimen and all of the kin. Reassembling Skeleton is the first one that I had myself that I like. But there are so many versions of this card that are just so good, so useful. Let's see. So see, what I want to do is get the commander out. That way next turn I can activate his ability and destroy target artifact or enchantment and blow up that equipment. But then I make him a target. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to ramp. And I have nothing else to do with my mana. So let's go ahead and equip and swing. Because it can't block the damn thing, so I might as well punch. And make you have to block and now decide, do you want to cast whatever you were going to cast, or do you want to pull that back out of your graveyard? Oh shit. That's the only way to phrase this, just, oh shit. Unstoppable Slasher is an incredibly strong creature card, just does so many good things, so much work. It's a threat at all times because of the death touch and nothing else. You know, that's kind of the static. That's still even a threat. Never mind the damage trigger, which is just ridiculous. And I didn't even think about what they just did. They used it like a sacrifice outlet, which is wild. Okay. So I can cast and equip, and I won't need the mana, and I won't have anything to do with the mana, so we're going to have this enter tapped. We're going to cast. Oh, I was going to equip after combat to give him, to let him have 1 more damage, but now I get to swing with the commander. So yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to swing. Now there was one benefit to me shocking this in. If I had paid the 2 life, I could have activated his ability, the first one, to remove 1 counter, and he would have had Vigilance, to where he could have turned around and blocked. Never mind, as I said that out loud, hold on, I can block, right? Right? Protection from red. I cannot block. Protection from green. Did I mention I cannot fucking block this thing? So it's actually a really good thing the way I played this. It worked out perfectly. What is that? 2 mana, 2/2, Death Touch. Really good rate here. And when it dies, you get a Decayed Zombie. This is really good. Because it's Arena, I imagine it's like a 3-drop normally or something, but oh, this is great. I love this card. Oh, what you got? Oh, nice. Yeah, so much synergy on their part. They play those. Oh, you have to use them immediately. That's a big deal. The fact that you have to use those instantly makes a huge difference. Yeah, we're gonna blow up the sword now. You've gotten me down to 15, buddy. Again, love the shenanigans, love what you got going on here. But it is a problem. Blow it up. Thank you. Cool. Swing for 5. Excuse me. Once again, this works out very conveniently. I have no reason to give him vigilance because what I'm going to turn around and block is, so what can block him is something that literally cannot block, and a Death Touch creature. I don't really want him to block this because she has Death Touch. So, lol. Think they forgot that a Decayed Zombie is not allowed to block. Whew. Notice that it says I have hit that I am auto-passing. There is a tooltip that I've seen pop up that says if you click Shift and Enter on an opponent's turn, it will automatically pass the turn unless you have to block. So, with that being said, I don't need to do anything else because the only other effects or abilities I could take on my turn, or sorry, I could take during their turn, I don't want to do right now. So, I can activate his ability to give himself Vigilance and Menace, which doesn't do me jack when I'm on defense here. Or I can sacrifice my treasure and impulse draw 1 card, but I may only play it this turn, which is their turn. I don't have any mana to cast anything. So, this is much different. Oh. Every once in a while I think about taking this card out of this deck. About taking this card out. Then I remember that it ends up helping me out more times than not because of the ferocious creatures can't block this turn. That's the other reason I like it. I don't actually run it for the deals 1 to everything. I run it for the second function. Because my commander is at base of 4/4, which is 4 or greater. Let's ramp a little. Let's get this on the field, and then I'm going to cast this. Bada bing, bada boom. Yep. The best part about this is that their commander is a 1-drop, which means I think it's going to kill it. Ooh, very nice. I'm just going to say that. Nice. Because it would have killed their commander, but now it's not going to. I have 2 left. I technically have 3. So yeah, let's actually... Now I'm going to go ahead and do it because I want the option to block. We're going to swing. And we're going to swing. Swing 7. Make a treasure. And pass. the slasher. I just noticed that. I don't know if they could have swung with it last turn. I wasn't paying that close of attention, but I noticed it now. We'll see if it immediately attacks or if they try to hold it back. This card is so busted. Huh. No response. Because I can cast this in response to them doing that, but if I cast it, then I'm going to draw something else, and then I might draw something that I really don't want them to discard. So I would rather just let it go, as much as it stings to have to do. What are your swanges? How many things are being turned sideways? What things are being turned sideways? Because it has an attack trigger. Oh, it's going to double trigger because of the throne. I forgot about that. Yep. Sacrifice the thing with the death trigger. I'm going to pause to say nice. I've seen Symmetry Matrix also like this kind of used during Arena against me, and it's just a wild card. It often just puts in a ton of work. Huh. Nope. I'm going to remind myself one of my favorite phrases here. Life is a resource, not blocking. 8, if I wanted to do it twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 technically. 10 if I really needed it. But I need him to swing, so I got 9 available. That's enough. Enough for me to do what I'm trying to do. Actually, yeah, that's game. I just realized that. I have lethal sitting on the board. Don't need that. Just gotta say it. Good game. You cannot block. You cannot block. No! No! Why did you do that, game? I have 2 fucking treasures. Fuck you. God. That is so frustrating. Yes, burn another treasure, game. Now I've given them an extra turn, and I tapped a creature that would not have gotten tapped because it would have had vigilance. Maybe it'll work off. It's only 1, so they can pay it, but it's frustrating. Yep. And now because I've given them an extra turn, they drew removal. This is what I get though. I didn't double check that it was going to use the treasures, and I just clicked auto pay. I did not double check on how I was spending my mana, and I let the game do it for me, and now I am paying for it. Vinder's tapped? Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, so she wants the creatures in the graveyard to get rid of. Cool. once again, nice. Yep, no block. Take six. Don't care. They are completely tapped out. Wow. I top decked a burn spell. Just don't. I like that it made me click submit 0 on the proliferate before it ended the game, because technically I have to finish making the choice before they're actually dead because the spell's not done resolving. Oh my goodness. That's like a semantics thing with the way the game works and the way the rules work. Oh man, that was funny. Okay, so I have white or green and white or red. So now I'm just going to play my mono white deck until these are both done. Call that good. That was very funny though. I goofed on how I tapped and it nearly cost me the game, but I still ended up getting them with a burn spell. Even if I didn't have the burn spell, I had enough mana to say target creature can't block again, target creature can't block again, and equip the professional facebreaker with the mana rock with the equipment to give him +1 and make him a 3/3 and swing for 3, and they would only have one blocker, and I would have menace. So I had lethal without top decking the burn spell. The burn spell just made it extra quick. Oh my goodness. How? Why? I drew no land. I know it can happen, but not even one. Look at this. 3 1-drops. The highest card in here. Yeah, I have 4 2-drops and 3 1-drops, but no lands. Okay, cool. I'm not even going to question this. I have 3 lands and my Arcane Signet. I've had a lot of worse hands like the one I just had. Wow. Wow. That's what I top decked. That's a beautiful top deck. I would love to. Take 3. Draw card to turn. Now, even though I am going to be forced to discard here, I don't really care because that is one less land that I can draw out of the deck. And now that I've gotten to a land tax and a Arcane Signet at this point, and I still have lands in my hand, and I'm getting to trigger land tax again here, I'm just going to have plenty of lands for the rest of the game. Let's ramp some more. No, I would not like to cast that. I would rather discard 2 lands, thank you. Because I would rather cast the Adventure Side, Ardenvale Fealty, and make 3 creature tokens with my commander on the field. So I'm going to try to wait. Ooh. Oh, yeah. No, that's fine. I'm going to have you pay the cost, and then we're going to target it. Swords, get out of here. Decline the land tax. Ooh, got probably one of the most expensive, like one of the highest CMC cards in the deck, but normally 6 mana will net you 4 creature tokens, but again, with this fucker, I will get 12. That is a much, much bigger difference. And that was my reward for not taking the 3 lands last time. Yep. Because I get to do 2 different spells here, we're going to do both of these. Swing for 6. And now I have almost immediately ramped into a point where they may not be able to stop me. Oh, oh my. Nice. I'll say, holy cow. Before they, I don't even know what they're going to hit. This is just, oh my goodness gracious. I have heard so many little horror stories about this motherfucker. Oh man, I've heard so many stories about this Tybalt and the shenanigans you can do with him and how you cast him and everything. Oh, this is funny. Yeah, that's just funny. That's just hilarious. Yeah, I think they just realized that I'm going to have a 9-9 to smack Tybalt and take him out. And this is going to flip, which is going to give me 1, 2, 5, 7, 8 mana, 9 mana with a land. That is enough for me to recast this. And I'm going to get another of these tokens that's going to leave me with 1 to block, in addition to the one that can kill Tybalt here. Yeah, this is wild. I had a wild start. I don't know what else to say beyond that. It gave me a wild start. Naturally, we're going to immediately jump right back in after a hand in a game like that. Oh my. I've gone up against him a few times. I don't feel like it's gone well. No, I take that back. The only times it's gone well, I have either killed them before they could cast him. Oh, this was, I don't even feel like it mulliganed. I think it just said, here's the same hand again. Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're talking. No, that might be a big beat stick that I might need. No, that's a removal spell. Let's leave the removal spell in my hand. Oh, look at that. I drew a land for turn. I have almost nothing but mana in my hand here. 2 lands, 2 mana rocks, and a kill spell. Finish tap unless you control 2 more others. Okay. Arcane Signet and Swing. Return the favor for 1. We're ramping. And let's get this on the field in case they try to kill it, or my commander when he comes out. Because now my commander can come out next turn. I've got 3 lands. I've got 2 mana rocks. Cool. Thanks. You drew me a card finally, Esper. Took them long enough to cast a non-creature spell, but we finally got there. Now I get to cast my commander. Feels good. No swings. Now you got a 3/3. Okay, so when that dies, this is going to get a little bit bigger. Got it. Huh? Orcs and goblins have menace. At the beginning of combat, a mass of orcs 2. Oh my. Oh man. No, actually, no block. Nope. I'm gonna save it just in case they manage to get out something scarier. 3 artifacts and or creatures. Yeah, that qualifies. There we go. Now we're talking. Oh, I know how I'm gonna play this. kill this. Because I already didn't want to block it. Now I'm definitely not going to block it. Now I'm going to simply block and kill this thing. And I wasn't blocking it because I didn't want to make this creature get larger, but it's going to keep growing anyway now, so... Like I said, one of the keys is to try to kill him before Sauron hits the board. Oh, they didn't block. Thank goodness. That they don't know how big of a favor they just did me by not swinging. Oh, that orc can get larger. I got blockers now. I don't give a shit. I'm going to put that on the bottom. I'm looking for something that's going to make me a token, honestly. Now, it's easier if I one more time. Then I still have 6 1/1s to block. And I feel like I want all of those just in case. After all, if I am in break of glass case of type situation, this is the time to break glass. What is your non-basic plan? What is this? Oh, nice. I like that a lot. Oh boy. Chimu is a nasty card. Oh. Huh. They had the mana to pay for Esper, but they chose not to, and because of that, I drew into removal. Ooh, they drew a bounce spell. Yep. That was smart of them. That's what I would have bounced to. Oh man, I just drew 2 pieces of removal. I got 7 mana. Yeah, that's enough for both of you suckers. Past you to get you on the board. Yep, good. You get all of the triggers. Yeah, get that token out of here, please. Thank you. Yep, I am sure. Yep. I will decline to put my commander in the command zone and return to the battlefield tapped. That is removal. Well, actually, I'm going to untap with a decent chunk of mana. We'll leave that on top. They put theirs back in the command zone, understandably so. Okay, cool. So if something else does die, then I got another. Then I can make myself draw a card. Right, I forgot it's the removal piece. Tap 3 more, do it 1 more time. That way it flies and is a 4/5 and is now bigger than this thing. Move to combat. You don't swing. Everything else swing. Or no, actually, let's leave you back. Might as well. Swing 3/3/3s. Actually, that's not lethal, but it's damn. I think if I would have full flunged here and swung all out, I think it would have been lethal. Lol, thanks for the free draw. That's only a 2 or less, so that doesn't help me a lot. Okay. Oh my. Got Liliana. Yep, they paid the one this time. I have a feeling they might. Your corpse will volunteer. It's hilarious. All the triggers because of the prowess. Good game. They responded in kind. I will not try to do anything else. Just full plunge. Cast as many spells as I possibly could. Let's see how many we're at now. Ooh. Oh, nice. This one is now done. And this one now only needs 2 left. But now I don't care what I'm using because I only need 2. Oh, wait. White and green. I do have a deck that includes white and green. I forget about my landfall deck, my Necro Bloom, from time to time. It's time to play all of the lands and then some. We've got Sultai versus Abzan. This is funny. Ooh. Yeah, actually, I keep this. Because of the land tax, I keep this. Yes, these 2 tap lands are the same 2 colors, but I play 1 on turn 1. Turn 2, I play the other one, and I play the land tax. Turn 3, they have hopefully played 3 lands. I now search for 3 basics. I have basics to play to also help me cast the Mana Rock, and we're in business. Oh! Thanks! I am playing a deck that also includes black, so I appreciate that, good sir. My desert is now a swamp. Oh, that's great. My desert is now a swamp. That's land tax. And my surveil is now a triumph. I will actually bin that. Because I am confident that they will play a land. This is why land tax is so strong and so punishing, because you are trying to ask people not to play the game in order to play around it. Whenever another enters, this creature and that creature perpetually roast. And pay 1 attack, return another creature to its owner's hand. Disgusting. No, let me not say gross. Let me say disgusting. Sheesh. 3 basics, please. Thank you. And of course I draw a non-basic. That figures. We're gonna forest. We're gonna Mana Rock. Try that again. Mana Rock. Thank you. show all to see a zombie? No game, I don't want to cast it. Discard one card. I will actually discard my swamp. Now I am happy that I searched for a swamp. This is funny because the game technically has to keep asking me if I wish to cast a card that if I cast would immediately be countered by a word cost. So I have to leave it. My hand is very amusing to me. I have 3 lands and I have 2 pieces of removal. I have to end the damn game when I get enough bodies on the field. And I have a creature that is Crucible of Worlds on a stick. So this is simply nuts. And what did I draw? Oh, this guy. Love this card. The rate on it is insane. It is a 4 mana 6/5. Full stop. I don't care what the rest. This could be a vanilla creature. It's a 4 mana 6/5. That's pretty hard to argue with. It also comes with trample. If you control a desert, it has flash. And when they get rid of it, you can exile it from your graveyard for more profit. The card is nothing but profit. It is amazing. Yeah, I'm casting my commander. Your go. Because you now have a timer on you, good sir. I want to remind you that you are being timed. If you've got a counter spell, I would honestly advise you to play it. No, awesome. No. Trying to actually play a specific plan. Thank you. Make land. Yep. And get out of here. I will decline, and I will decline to dredge. Nice. Get a search spell for a land. I like that a lot. Let's see here. I don't feel like I need removal if you don't want to swing, opponent. So let's just go 2 for a snowland. Let's see, another green out. Trigger. So if I do that, then I have that. Okay. Let's shock this in, because now I can cast Assassin's Trophy or flash this in at a later point. And with that, I'm going to pass. That reminds me. Gameplay. Auto-order triggered abilities. This is one of the only decks where it is relevant for me to have that unchecked. Every other deck, do them in whatever order you like. Oh, that's fun. Oh, they just hard cast the damn thing. Got it. Okay. Ooh, okay, let's see if you do. Now I'm curious how they're gonna do this. Why would you pick black? It's a fucking swamp. Whatever. I'm gonna flash out my worm. Climb. There's a couple different cards I'd like to draw. It's not one of them. It's a good card though. Let's go ahead and play it. That will give me 7, and that will make me my first zombie, which is good. Let's get this guy on the field. Get another big body out there. Yep, I'm good with this trade. I would much rather trade those creatures than give them the chance to bounce that sucker back with that creature that they have out. Sheesh. No, this time I'm gonna let that thing swell a little. I still have it. I still have the kill spell. I want to see what else they're up to. Exile the worm. Get the tap land. Trigger. Yep, damage and make a zombie. On your end step, that way it untaps on my turn because this is a tap land. Let's see, so I would get 3 of them through. Climb and draw. Beautiful! Now we're talking. Now we're talking. No swing. Your go. next turn I should have lethal with the hoof here. He should be able to close this thing out. No swing, and pass. Huh. That's weird. Yeah, no shit. You literally called it a weird detective. That that feels like a case of trying too hard to me. The effect is interesting. It's a neat interaction, but yeah, that flavor text is simply trying too hard. Oh, you gotta go. Nope. This is why I was holding my removal. I was like, nah, Commander's terrifying. It ain't worth this. Fuck. Nice. Because now they're going to get the land off of me blowing it up, and they're going to get her back. Woof. No! No! I'd rather make you. Not gonna lie, that one hurts. Now I don't have the guy ready. Scheiße. Actually, yes, I'd like to take the lands. Because then, when they get this leveled up, I will actually have enough cards in my hand that I won't have to lose life. Oh, that will help. That will actually help a lot. And this is why I want to stack these triggers. Because now I can trigger that before I have to trigger that. Do it again. Nothing but land here. Yeah, that leaves me with enough still. This one. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Pass. And then discarding the Crater Hoof hurts a lot. Not gonna lie, that hurts. I had this game, I was about to just end it right there, but now I gotta keep fighting. Now I gotta draw something. Crater Hoof is not the only overrun style effect in here, but it just hurts because I already had him in hand, so now I have to wait until I draw into something else. And until I do, I've got Sheoldred to deal with. I already tried to deal with her once, and they protected her in response, as one does. This is the first time they've bounced a creature like this. Oh, goodness. Because of the way Perpetual works, you can't tell I'm not a fan of the Perpetual bullshit like this, with arena-only cards. This one now being a fucking 17/16 because of it. It has so many Perpetual power and toughness that it can't even list them all. Sheesh. Why would you discard? Oh, crap. Okay, phew. Not the one I thought it was. But still, you don't discard a Valgavoth or an Overlord unless you plan on just resurrecting them. And they are playing Sultai, so they have to have a way in here somewhere. That's probably what they're digging for, honestly. Pass. What do you got? Take them. Wait. Decline. Draw. I want them in the deck in case I draw searches and shit like this. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Yeah, that doesn't help me. Actually, throw it away, because I currently have a way to play it out of the graveyard anyway. Play it back from the graveyard. Speaking of which, okay. And crack. Enter tap. I'm burning my life while I'm getting pinged by a shoulder. But that's 4 more lands that I'm hopefully now not going to draw into. I swing 8 3/3s. 4 of them are getting through, guaranteed. Yeah, now we're going to start to swing a little. Swing! I'm going to turn these 9 sideways and say, what would you like to do? It's fine. Because even though they're going to gain 5 life off of that block, I'm going to hit them for, hang on, let's see that, 5 times 3. I'm going to hit them for 15, they're going to gain 5. I'm still hitting them for 10 life. I don't really care that I lost 3 zombies and 2 plants to do that. I don't care. I took off 10 of their life. I will take that right now while they have a Sheoldred on the field and a way to force themselves to draw cards. So, and because of this, I now thankfully have lands in my hand, so I don't have 2 or fewer. And cool. That's probably why they're not trying to level it up, because it doesn't do anything right now. What do you do? Unless they sacrifice. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to sack a non-land permanent, buddy. Yep, trigger, 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 trigger. I will happily sacrifice some zombies. Oh, wow. Yarok works amazing with Offspring, because an Offspring is a triggered ability of a permanent entering. Wow, that is a great interaction. I love it. I love that interaction. Thankfully for me, though, yeah, they're hellbent, so I like that. Oh boy. I just clicked something, but I don't think it clicked for them, and I'm very happy about that. Decline. Come on, non-land. Damn it. Be careful what you wish for. That's not what I was hoping for. That's cool. That's a nice card. It's another blocker. That's not what I wanted. As always, sacrifice the fetch land. Tempted to get the Triumph just so that way I don't draw into it. Kind of just debating at this point. I want to actually, no, I take that back. I want to draw it so that way I can cycle it to try to draw something else at this point if I draw that. So I don't really want to do that. Yeah, let's just do the Surveil land because I'm not going to play another land. Or no, I think I can play an extra land after this. Cool. Throw it away. Yep, I was going to say, I think I can play one more. Yep. So let's do the desert and, well, actually now it's not going to matter. Now I'm actually going to stop and do gameplay and turn it off because I have more than 7. I've had times where this land is number 7, but it will put this trigger on the stack before my commander's trigger. So I will bounce this back to my hand, and now I'm technically back down to 6 lands, and I won't make a zombie, I'll make a plant. So because of that, I had the triggers set up differently, of course. Cool, 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 cool. Once again, I have 8 tokens to swing with if I wanted. I don't think I do. I think I want to hold. Yeah, I think I want to hold for a turn. That way I can swing 16 at once, is what I'm thinking. Is what I am aiming at here. Yep. That was very smart of them to do. They have 2 different cards that say when this enters, draw 2, then discard 1. So, makes sense. Yeah, I think they're both, let's see, draw 2, then discard 2. Draw 2, then discard 2, unless you discard instant sorcery or a flyer. Okay. So this one you don't have to always discard 2, but it depends on what you're throwing away. Wow. They must have like a mass reanimation spell that they're trying to build. You put a Rusco in here, dude. Fuck off. Ugh. Rusco is so just busted, so just nutty. So, oh man. And she gets an entrance. I'd love to see it. Mana sink to tap target creature. Great. I'm more worried about this part right here, the end step trigger. I have it in a rainbow deck in paper because of the end step trigger solely. So, and they have 3 different creatures with an ETB effect that are very, very strong on board. Yeah, pass turn, pass priority, I should say. Auto pass. Yeah, that's what I would have done too. Goodbye to 2 zombies. What is yours? Threshold. Whenever she attacks your threshold, you may create an 8/8 legendary token. I think I'd like to. Let's go! Let's go! Here we are. Good game. This is it, good sir. This is it. GG. RPGs. You don't know what I drew, but you're gonna find out. I'm gonna do this to get as many zombies as possible. I'm gonna take as much time as I can. Because of all the shenanigans they got going on over here, I'm gonna make them sit through it. Why? Because it's gonna lead to more zombies for me, that's why. Come on. Come on there, buddy. Somebody goodness. It'd be nice to only play a basic for this one. I should have enough to just immediately do both. 1, 2, 3. No, I'm not gonna count. I'm gonna just cast this and then count. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I have 11 mana, I believe, left. I'm good to go. Cast Craterhoof from my graveyard. Yep, they set it back. They didn't even let the trigger resolve. They saw the Craterhoof trigger, they said good game, and they scooped. I don't blame them, but it's still kind of amusing. But, I mean, in their defense, let's see here. +30, +30, and trampled all of my crap. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blockers. I can only swing the tokens and have plenty. Yeah, only swinging the tokens. So I have, no, I have 14 tokens that can swing this turn. I said what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 9 blockers. So 5 of these are getting through. 2 of them getting through would be enough. I would have 5 getting through. That's the zombies alone. That does not count the 16-16. Right now, the 16-16 land, the commander, the other 2-7, the 4-4, the 2-4, or the Craterhoof itself. Sheesh. This is why this card is so widely known. It's why it's sought after. It's why they put it in Tarkir. It's why I hope to pull one from Tarkir myself, because Craterhoof is an iconic finisher, quite simply. And that does complete my white or green spells. Very nice. Let's see here. One more. Let's do the mill deck. See if I can't mill somebody out. I got time for one more, then I'm gonna have to skedaddle. Alright. Ooh. This ain't bad. This ain't bad. This is enough mana to cast the commander, a counter spell, something to make somebody mill, and a good creature to make somebody mill. I like it a lot. Draw a land for turn. That's not what I would hope for, but it's not bad either. No. Simply because I can. Get out of here. For no other reason than I can. I drew another counter spell, this one for a creature. That's funny. Oh man. That figures what kind of deck it is. cast this and I can crack it, but then I can't cast the counter spell. No. I would actually rather, no. Well, this is tough. No, I think I'm going to just pass. Because I would rather leave the mana open for the counter spell than be tapped out. Yeah, he had a land, that means he can recast the commander. I'd rather counter it again. No. One of these is not worth countering because they're going to have so many copies of it in the deck. Nope, no block. I'll take 5. Oh. Oh, okay, cool. I like that draw. Because that is a land, but it's not the one I would have expected, so that's a good one to draw. Oh, you poor, poor bastard. How I appreciate you. Please go get your search. Thank you. I activate my trap card. Oh, that felt good. And I got to cast it for 0. That felt good. Oh, man. The question is, do I want the extra blocker? Do I want a ramp? No, let's actually get the petitioners on the field because next turn I will literally have nothing to cast. So then I can start just sinking a little mana into that a turn depending on what I draw. Oh boy. Let's actually say both of you block the commander because that'll kill him and he won't kill either of my creatures. Cool. Got a mana rock. I love it. I will actually happily just sacrifice this to draw a card because I already have a lot of mana. Beautiful. I get another one of these guys on the board, and I still have enough mana to cast Essence Scatter. 51 left. I've gotten them. I took out about a third of their deck at this stage. Oh, the rabbits. Because of Parallel Lives, they are rapidly multiplying. Mill 2. I can now hit them, make them mill 12. Oh, yeah, that can get out of here in a hurry. Whew, that feels good to deny them. Oh! Methinks I was baited. Oops. I would actually rather them have the roaming throne. Because a 16/16 with trample is a big fucking problem. Oh, that's game. I got him. Boom! Beautiful. I made all the correct plays apparently. Worked out perfectly. say thank you for any and all who have taken the time to visit me.
My name has been the Demonic Tuner, and as always, remember to beware the